Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Be Determined. Today, we fueled this little guy down here next to me, our Inferno minion, for the very first time, but a bunch of other things that we did were on the garden. I don't know why, but I can't stop spending money on this composter. Anyways, if you guys do end up enjoying today's video, remember to leave a like and sub if you haven't already. We're getting close to 5K, so if you could help us punch up, that would be really helpful. Anyways, without further ado, let's jump into the video. Okay, so now that we have Fermento gear, we drop a lot of things. So we can now drop crappies, which are in the agronomy stack after today's update, which is pretty cool. But that's a big deal because there are a lot of new things we can do with the composter now. For example, we could get composter speed level up now, multi-drop leveled up, organic matter cap leveled up, but we actually have the things to pay for this other stuff, so we're going to do that first. Cost reduction, leveling up to tier 5. Now it's going to cost nether warts, which I can grind up. Then fuel cap upgraded to tier 7. Now it's going to cost melon blocks, which I can also grind up, but it's going to take a while. But notice the cost on these. It's a lot of copper now, so I'm really going to have to start grinding out visitors a lot more because the copper prices are getting ridiculous. And we're back again because I did the mutant nether wart, so we can now increase our cost reduction to level 6. But that's not all we can do because there was an update today. They added a new contact, and for said contact, believe it is the wool weaver up here. Hello, you want to add me as a contact? I'm so happy. I'm gladly supply with colorful blocks anywhere, but I'm running out of supplies. Could you bring me 512 enchanted wool? So I used to have tons and tons of enchanted wool on me at all times, but I wish I had saved it to sell it for right now. It'd be worth a lot more, but here we go. Give item. Thanks a lot. Call me anytime to make your island more vibrant. Our contacts are full. Okay, so let's get rid of somebody simple that we're not really going to need. I mean, I don't really need cause, but we'll go with Plumber Joe for right now. Go ahead and add the wool weaver, and that is 10 more Skyway XP, 20% to go to the next level. We can now get multi-drop 8. Cool. The organic matter cap to 200,000. Boom. But that's not actually all that we get to claim today because we got Dusk here, and finally he wants to give us a music rune. Looky there. For 6 enchanted melon blocks, 1 music rune 1. So I'm definitely taking him up on that. Now, before guarding, these things were worth way more. I know they're not nearly as good now, but whenever Derpy is over, we'll have a music rune to sell. Fuel cap level 8. Boom. Alright, so we now have the baked potatoes that we need to get the next part of this upgrade, which is multi-drop level 9. So these are going to start getting more and more expensive. Next, it's more polished pumpkins and 12 total crappies, but I feel like multi-drop is one of the best ones that we can possibly upgrade. So I'm going to focus on that one for a little bit. But seeing as it is derpy, there was something I did want to do real fast. So I just fueled up our beacon and I bought another booster cookie, which is so expensive. I have basically no money now, but I figured this would be a good time for us to fuel our Inferno minion for the very first time. So we've got our Hypergolic Gabagool, our Inferno fuel blocks, and our Nether wart distillate to make Inferno minion fuel. Boom. So there we go. Our first Inferno minion fuel. This is worth 17 million coins. Now, before we jump into this, I do want to make sure that we've got a decent chest for this guy. So we have a large storage, but I would like to get the biggest storage we possibly can because he only has a few slots, and if he fills this up too, then we're going to be missing out on a lot of potential apexes, vertexes, whatever, chili peppers, all of that, and we don't want to miss out on that. Now, I would also like to get my hands on some capsation eye drop. However, there is not one on the bazaar and the auction house is closed, so I guess we're gonna have to go without. But here we go. Extra large storage. Boom. So that has a lot more space in it, and the next one is only 6 extra slots, so I'm not willing to pay a couple mil for that. But we are going to take this enchanted lava bucket and we're going to put our Inferno minion fuel right there. So that's going to last a day, increases speed by 20, and hopefully that means we're going to get some good drops here. Alright, we're back, and our minion has made our first chili pepper. I'm just going to claim that. There we go. Collection unlocked chili pepper. So we need to get 10 of these to unlock the reheated gummy polar bear. And then we'll get sulfuric coal with some extra pizzazz on it, I guess. And then capsation eye drops at 75, which will be nice because I believe I have a couple of water hydra heads saved up. There they are. I've got 3 of these saved up, so we'll be able to make a decent amount of those. But yeah, that's going good. Other than that, I also have an upgrade to do on the garden because we finally put down some more mushrooms here. The issue is this is the new preset for mushrooms on the garden, and as you can see, it is not organized like at all. So basically what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to take my fungi cutter here and go through all of this, completely destroy all the mushrooms, and then go back and make sure that we've got them planted in nice rows where we'll have like one set of reds on this row, then this row will be all browns, this row will be all reds, because I can't use the mode on this plot the way it is right now, and it's kind of an issue. But other than that, we now have enough enchanted red mushroom block to go ahead and upgrade our cost reduction, which is going to be really helpful in the future. Plus it's 1 SkyBlock XP, so we always say yes to that. I crippled. I did it. I got a foraging level, and that also got us a skyblock level. We're at level 237 now. Kinda mad, but we've got a ways to go, so I'm gonna keep going. I think I'm done with foraging for now though. Alright, I have farmed quite literally all day for this, but finally we have hit farming 46. 20 skyblock XP, 100,000 coins, 5 HP. Let's go. And there it is, week 22. Ladies and gentlemen, guess what the alchemist decided to bring me? Finally, an overgrown grass, and it's only 3 mutant netherwort. That's actually such a W. Oh man, this thing is so much money right now. Dude, I could use this for so much money instead of putting it on a fermento piece. But y'all know we can't be doing that. Y'all know we gotta have the best farming gear in the game. This is actually gonna boost us quite a bit. Currently from bustling we get 10 farming fortune. From this it's gonna be like a solid 20, I think. So there it is. Yeah, an extra 20 farming fortune, so 30 total. Boom. That was mad expensive. All right, well, this is ours now. Mossy fermento chest plate. Dang, dude, I need to recom the rest of this gear. I'm gonna have to recom my lotus gear too, but for now I will take that. All right, so I also just hit carpentry 42, 20 skyblock XP. I was just crafting up these polished pumpkins because I did upgrade our pumpkin dicer to tier 2. So tier 3 is going to cost me a total of 32 polished pumpkins, which is a lot. That's pretty nice. We've hit 3 carpentry levels in the last 2 days, which is kind of crazy, but I guess with Derpy here and just upgrading all of these farming drops, it's actually adding up to something. Okay, so I now have enough mutant netherwort and more importantly enough copper as well as croppies to be able to do our next upgrade, which is cost reduction tier 8, which is going to help us out a lot because we're going to be fueling this composter for pretty much the rest of the game. Even though I'm not going to be using it, I'll be selling it after I get all of my plots unlocked, and it's going to be making us a lot of money. So cost reduction. Next one is going to cost a lot of brown mushrooms. All right, we just hit mushroom 20, another skyblock XP. All right, so I've been farming for a bit and we're about to hit quite a few important milestones. First off, we've got melon 24, which means I have farmed 13 million melons. I also happen to have enough compost to get ourselves another plot, 5 rows in a row, and from this point on we've got a couple more here that are going to be able to give us 5 rows in a row. But then after we get those done, it's going to be the 8 compost bundles for 1 plot for the corner plots. So that's going to be a little bit of a pain. And now these other compost areas are going to cost 4 bundles per. So we have the crappie talisman here, which grants 10 farming fortune on wheat, carrots, and potatoes. But now we can throw this in here, put the squash around it, and we can now make the squash ring, which grants 20 farming fortune for wheat, carrots, potatoes, melons, pumpkins, and cocoa beans. So that's a pretty big buff to all of those. About the same as putting Mossy on our fermento chest plate. So very glad that we have that now. Puts us at 6,355th in the world. Not too bad at all. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, remember to leave a like and sub if you haven't already. Also, be sure to check out the links in the description. We've got a very cool Discord with a bunch of very good and humble gamers and some not so humble ones. But we all talk about Skyblock and a bunch of other stuff. So if you want to join there and hang out with me and some other cool gamers, be sure to do that. Anyways, I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and God bless.